Aloha, it's wonderful seeing you. This is going to be very simple, very sweet. I'm going to try and keep the video under 8 minutes. Make sure we're in tune. Here's our C major. There are 3 different ways to play every scale, meaning there is one where it uses the open notes in the first fret. The next one omits the 1 in the open and plays only the 2, 3, 4, and 5 frets. And then the third way of doing it gets rid of the open, the 1, and the 2, and primarily relies on the 3, the 5, the 7, 3, 5, 7, 4, and 5. Each one of these, once you realize that the note here, which in this case is an E note, is also out here. E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A. When I go all the way up to here, 1 minor second, 2 minor seconds, 3 minor seconds, so that's a minor third, minor fourth, minor fifth. It's a perfect fifth. It goes up here. Right below it then, on the note below it, is that E. So here. So what we're quite literally looking at is the 2nd fret on one string is the 7th fret on the string below it. If I were to play this note up here, which is an F sharp, go up to the 7th fret and go right below it, I would have the same note. Ta-da! So, what we're learning here is being able to take our notes and find them on the fretboard. The reason why we have our C major scale and we associate it with a Do, our C, a D, which is open, our minor second, our minor third, which is an E, our major fourth, which is our F, our open G is going to be our perfect fifth, our A is going to be our minor sixth, our B is going to be our major seventh, our B natural, and then our resolution note is our C, which is the same as the first. So quite literally, your C notes, top and bottom. In between there, we've got D, E, F, G, A, and B. When we play that with the open phrasing, let's play it with 4 quarter notes, and then we're going to be playing, actually 8 quarter notes to make a whole measure of 8 notes. So we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When we're doing our right hand, make sure the picky point isn't too terribly far out, but it's actually flat, as you know. And play C, open D. Here comes our 2nd fret, 2nd finger for the E. 5, 6, 7, 8. Half step to the F. Being mindful that we just did a whole step, half step. This is my whole step. Here's another whole step. Here comes another whole step. And then a half step to complete this. The reason why we learn this to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 is so we can play those notes not necessarily do 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 do. Not all music is linear. Maybe it's not the greatest, but all those notes are inside C major. I had a C to a D. I have a to a B. I've got a what is that? A B to a C. E, F, C, E, F, G, C. Any of these are all part of C major. So what we do is we learn how to play C, D, F, E, C, D, F, E. If I were to take that same concept, C, D, F, E, which is a 1, 2, 4, 3, and use that same interval movement, but not start on the 1, the C, but rather start on the E. I would have E, I would go to G, and then I would have B, A. There are 4 different notes that are different than the first 4. If I put all those together, still within the key of C, and it becomes a melody over the top of what you're already playing. What we talked about today is that all the notes in C major and all the notes in A minor are the same. Because we realized if I had an A major, there would be 3 sharps. I would have an open A note, I would have an B, I would have a C sharp, I would have a D, I would have an E, I would have an F sharp, I would have a G sharp, and then an A. So out of there, I had 3 sharps. A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A. So out of that C sharp, F sharp, and G sharp, if I did not have a C sharp at the 4th, an F sharp at the 4th, and a G sharp at the 1, I would have the same scale, A, B, C natural, D, E, F natural, B natural, A, and that sounds an awful lot like A minor to B, A, B, C, D, 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 D. And what happens is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. What happens is when you hit the notes that are inside the scale, they all correlate. So what I want you to do this week is to take this measure, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and play it in all of your musical notation fashions, all your tempos. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 3, 4, open 7, 2, 3, resolution 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, quarters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. That last one for me was it's kind of hard. So the way you choose that is you go slower with your whole notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So by the time you're through your 1, 2, 3, your half notes, and then your quarters, then your eighth notes, then your 16th notes, then your 32nd notes, then your 64th notes. It makes more sense. Okay, so here's what they all look like. Concentrate on this one, C major, that I just took the last 8 minutes to explain. The next one we're going to do is omit the 1 and the 2. We don't play with our 3rd finger on the 3rd fret for the C note. We're actually using our 2nd finger, omitting 1 and open, and we're going to be playing 3rd fret, 5th fret, same string on the A string. Go to the D string at the 2nd fret to play the E. So we've got C, D, E, still the same. And then our half step remains the same. F to G, go all the way up top to the A, go a whole step to the B, and then resolve to the C. C, 2, 3, 4, D, 2. Go through the whole thing. When you get to half notes, C, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, E, 2, 3. When you go to quarters, C, D, E, F, G. Then eighth notes, it's going to be the same thing. C, D, A, F, and then 16th notes. And then 32nd notes. So on and so forth. When you do that in the 2nd fingering, you get very comfortable with playing this. You should be able to play upwards and forwards and backwards. And what happens is, as I aforementioned, we will practice this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we'll skip the 4, play the 5, and then do the 6. So we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And notice how just by going, we've already developed muscle memory. Spider exercise. We know what key we're in, so we're associating majors and minors. We know if it falls over a major chord or a minor chord. We could have a 7th chord, we have a dominant 7th chord, we have a sus chord. We have all sorts of chords, but what I want you to concentrate on is being able to play the same phrasing 2 or 3 times. If you were doing something like in the key of C, going C, D, E, F, F sharp, G, do 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 do. You could do that in any key. The muscle memory stays there. That's what we're trying to enforce. The C here with our 3rd finger, the C here with our 2nd finger, and last but not least, the C with our 1st finger playing the 3rd fret on the A string, the 5th fret on the A string, the 7th fret on the A string, moving up to the D string at the 3rd fret for an F note. We go to the 5th fret on the same string for a G note. We go to the 7th fret on the same string for that A note. Our 4th fret is played here for the B note, and then our half step is our C, giving us C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. What we're going to want to do is practice that last one the same as the first 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3. When you get through the whole notes, try your 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 on the 2 and the 3, 1 on the 3. So it's on the 1 and 3. The next is your whole notes. Then your 8th note, down, up, 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 down. Then your 16th notes, 1 E and a 2 E and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. When you get through all of these like that, the C, D, F, G, A, B, C's, you will then be able to notice that this lick that you played here using this, you can start that phrasing anywhere. And then you combine those 3 different scales to get the intention of playing a solo from one side. Fun. Those are pentatonics, so starting with what we left off with, 12th fret on the E, 9th fret on the E, 12th fret on the B, and then 9th fret on the B. If we have a pointy note over here and we do an attack, we get the down note, and then we should pull this down as if we're pressing down and pulling off through the note, not just taking our hand off. When we do the one note and pull off, we get a pull off. And when we hammer on and do it again, we get a... You can do switching with your fingers or do the same finger, but just make sure that this note is pointy. Holding down the 2 9s here, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 12, 9, 12, 9, 12, 9, 12, 9. And then for the full pentatonic, for this, what is this? This is a C sharp pentatonic, or a C sharp minor pentatonic to be exact. Nine, 12, 9, 12, 9, 11, 9, 11, 9, 12, 9, 12. And because they're all relative, it goes forwards too. Which becomes then E major pentatonic kind of thing. So we'll go over all these things. And then the other caveat that we're trying to do was seeing that. Let's do it at the 9th fret again. Play your first finger on the A string at the 9th fret and then the A string on the D string at the 9th fret. When we do this, we're going a down, down, up on the A string, up on the D string, which would give us 9, 11, 9, giving us the actual tonal notes of, let's count them, A flat, what's right before A, G, and then G flat. What is G flat? It's an F sharp. So we have an F sharp, and then we've got a G sharp, which means this is going to be a B. F sharp, G sharp, B. So we've got a down, down, up, 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 down, down, down. About right there. That's the fastest I do with my down, 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 up, down, down, down. And I just concentrate now on doing hammer on, attack, hammer on, upstroke. So it goes from down, down, up to basically down, up, down, up, down, up. You can do that anywhere. I really like the half step ones. So if we were on the 9th fret, I would be doing a 10, 11 on the B string, and then up here. Ooh, sounds so good. Anyway, we're gonna go over a bunch of more of these little notes, these caveats, and these things that we do with our strings, but it all is constructed and it is constituted out of our major scale. A do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. When we play just do, 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 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 5. Melodies come out. What happens is melodies are derived from these scale practices. The intervals that we choose might be horrible or they might be amazing. It just depends on where we put our fingers and understanding that sometimes a chord that sounds nasty has a functionality to become beautiful. Anyway, it was nice seeing you this week. I'm looking forward to seeing you next week, and we're going to practice on the end of As We Ride Down the Road, Our Shadows Stronger Than Our Soul. We're going to work on that. And understanding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Natural 6 is an A minor, but we're using a mode called Dorian. It's not just 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6. It is actually a 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, natural 6, flat 7, 5. Meaning, we have to know what do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do is before we could actually flatten the third. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. By knowing this scale, as we did at the end of practice, and seeing how our 3 can become a flat 3, it really does set the tone for what majors and minors are and how to use your minor pentatonic and your major pentatonics. I love seeing you this week. I'll see you next week. Aloha.